Hello, and thank you for being here. This is the Autism Spectrum Help Podcast. Whether you are a parent of a student on the spectrum or a service provider, this podcast is for you if you want to learn more about autism and the people it affects. I am very excited to talk about reinforcement and the function of behavior today. Reinforcement is used with children on the spectrum to increase the chances of a desired behavior occurring in the future. The types of reinforcement are positive and negative reinforcement. I have some definitions here from the IRIS Center, which is an excellent resource on autism spectrum disorder. Positive reinforcement is a means by which teachers can increase the probability that a behavior will occur in the future. A teacher uses positive reinforcement when he or she provides something that is pleasant. Positive reinforcement is often thought of as a reward, and negative reinforcement is also a means by which teachers can increase the probability that a behavior will occur in the future. A teacher uses negative reinforcement when he or she removes something that is unpleasant. Negative reinforcement is often thought of as a relief from something aversive, like boring classwork. There are also two types of punishment, positive and negative. Positive punishment is defined as a means by which teachers can decrease the probability a behavior will occur in the future. A teacher uses positive punishment when he or she provides something that is unpleasant. And negative punishment is defined as a means by which teachers can decrease the probability that a behavior will occur in the future. A teacher uses negative punishment when he or she removes something that is pleasant. An example is timeout. All of these strategies can be used once the function of the problem behavior is determined. A behavior function is the reason that the behavior is taking place. The belief that all behaviors have a function and a reason is the basis for the functional behavior assessment, or FBA. In order to determine the function of a behavior and design an effective intervention for the problem behavior, the IEP team should take the following steps. First, identify and define the behavior. Next, collect data on the behavior. Identify the function of the behavior. Design an intervention based on the function of that the team discovered. Implement the intervention, and finally, evaluate the effectiveness of the intervention. These steps will help the team determine if they did find the function of the behavior and if the intervention is appropriate and effective. This is important because another intervention might be more effective or the function could be different than was initially thought. In summary, problem behaviors will most likely have a function. And finding that function can help with coming up with a plan to stop the behavior and find a replacement behavior. There are many effective interventions, but it is important to know the function of a behavior so the best intervention can be selected. Thank you so much for listening to this podcast. There are many great resources available online, and the one I referenced today is from the IRIS Center. You can find it on Google, and I pulled from the functional behavior assessment section of their website. I hope you enjoyed and have a wonderful day.